Hi Diego, my name is Jeff and I'm a co-founder of Lobo Leads, and I believe my wife Megan spoke with you recently about a quick website audit to show you where your company is ranking currently and what your competitors are doing to claim the top spots on Google. So in this video, we'll go over a few specifics on how to rank your site and how to beat your competition online. The three things I wanted to go over with you today are content, backlinks, and citations. Now, content is anything on the front page of your site that Google can read, so all the text on the front page, text within your images, and whatever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your front page, and you're going to want it to be stuffed with content that has to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'd be looking at things like electrician McAllen TX, electrician McAllen. I understand that one of them just doesn't have Texas. That does make a difference because it's based on what people are searching for. And you want to base that along with other keywords. That way, anyone that types in those searches into Google, your website will be the one that pops up first. So taking a look here at your website, I really do like how clean it is. You obviously use, I believe this is the Google website service, so they tailor it specifically for businesses. It does get the job done in getting your business name out there. I love how you include testimonials here at the bottom, and then also a gallery of your different projects. That helps people see the work that you do, and also see how people are responding to the work that you do. So it builds a lot of trust along the way. So excellent job in making sure that those are included. Now, something I did want to bring to your attention is that, let's see here if I can bring it down. So on your website, it does come through as not secure, which means that your SSL or security socket link, if you care to find that out, is not enabled on this site, which you will be penalized by Google pretty severely for not having a secure site. It's kind of an industry standard at this point. So that's typically offered by the company like GoDaddy or any of the other ones that you purchased a domain from, and then you just link it to the Google site. The other thing I did want to mention is that, like I said earlier, you want to have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your front page. I'm assuming you probably have maybe about 200, maybe 250 at this point. And having a lot of content on your homepage allows you to organically or very naturally add in those keyword phrases that I was talking about: electrician McAllen, Texas, electrician McAllen, and things like that. And then the other suggestion I would make is for your different services that you have, you'll want to definitely list them out here because I believe actually I don't see where it actually lists out your the services that you provide. It does say, like, residential emergency electrician, McAllen electrician, so you did have some of it there, but actually listing out the services that you provide will go really far whenever people land on this page. And then what you can do, if Google allows you, is create a separate page for those services, and then you can build content around those and include keywords for those. So you're trying to capture as many keywords as possible without looking like you're just stuffing them in there, because Google is actually smart enough to realize that. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is something called, or excuse me, the second to last thing is something called backlinks. And basically for Google, it can be somewhat of a popularity contest because they judge you based on how many websites are pointing back at you. And you get a lot more power and influence from backlinks that are related to your industry, from websites that are related to your industry, rather. So an electrician blog that mentions your company, or a popular website that features various types of home services, something that has to do with the services that you offer, as opposed to something like a Domino's pizza. That's going to get you a lot more power if it is relevant. So a tool that we use to measure that is called Ahrefs, and as you can see, either your website's new or you just haven't put a whole lot of additional action to it, because I'm not seeing any backlinks, no domains. Typically that means no traffic going to it because you're not showing up in the searches, which may or may not have been a priority for you here in the past. Taking a look at one of your top competitors just in the McAllen area, that's called Jamie's Electric, which you may or may not have heard of them. They have 196 backlinks from 21 referring domains. That's websites, 21 websites pointing back at them 196 times. And that's giving them about 14 visits per month. So they are getting some traffic. I have done some research on the McAllen area, including Harlingen, Westlaco. I'm not terribly sure if you service those areas, but there is a demand for an electrician in your area and surrounding areas. So the volume is there to where you could be acquiring quite a few new customers every month, just by optimizing your website and making it searchable. So last thing I want to talk to you about is something called citations. Basically, citations are just whenever you perform a Google search. So, for example, if we do electrician in McAllen, Texas, first thing that pops up is this thing here. It's called the Google Map Pack. It does draw a lot of traffic to it because of how much space it takes up. And about 70% of the people that click into it click that first option here. And so the way that you get into these top spots is through what's called citations. This is basically just the name, address, and phone number of your business listed on the various online directories like Home Advisor, Yelp, Houzz, Porch, White Pages, Yellow Pages, just to name a very small few. There's hundreds of them out there. So we would want to get you listed in those directories, and the more of those that you get listed on, the higher up you get pushed. And we want to make sure that we have a 20 to 30% cushion above this top one here, Elite Electric. So we go in, see what one they have, and then add on additional ones. That was a lot of information. If you have any additional questions, here is our website. You are more than welcome to give Megan a call if you have any questions or would like to discuss it further. And thank you so much again for your time.